I think a lot of times, when you go to a typical job, there's not that deep connection. But if you talked with a lot of our team members here, many of them can look back on a loved one that they've cared for. They look back on a grandparent that's had a significant influence in their own life. Um, they look back on perhaps even their own parent that perhaps they weren't able to take care of, and they are in their role because they want to fulfill an aspect of their life from a caring standpoint, from a giving back standpoint that is powerful, and it motivates them. It allows us to pursue excellence together as a team. And when you're surrounded by people that have that same motivation, it's powerful, very powerful.
And it really can be felt walking onto the grounds. I mean, when we went into the kitchen and they were singing, I mean, how many people get to eat and consume food that is created with that kind of love, and that lends to health. I mean, when you get to eat something that has that much love in it, of course it's going to help you.
Yeah.
And so if your why is that you're cooking with love and passion, no matter who eats it, that makes a difference. And that speaks to the culture that you're creating. And so, but then they get to take that not only from this job, but into their life. And then there's the commitment to what is my why in everything I do. And so you're building this culture not only within your community, in your staff, but also outside of these walls. And that's phenomenal.
Well, and a sense of excellence too is not just that they're really happy back there and they are putting so much love into the food, but they're really creating dishes. I think that adds to the creativity too. Chef Steven creates dishes that look amazing, taste amazing, present well. They're also very healthy. And we're super cognizant of that for this generation and for this the residents that we serve. I mean, one of my favorite things on Valentine's Day, just a little touch, we had a Caesar salad, but the croutons were shaped in hearts. And it just changed the meal. I mean, it's a Caesar salad, but just heart croutons. It was great.
Yeah.
And then how he presented the lamb next to it, it was really fun. And then he does a great dinner beyond that for families and for their events, which there are a lot of family events that happen here, both tremendously happy and sometimes sad, but having that comfort of food, and again, the rest of the team too. I know we're focusing a little bit on dining, but everybody does a tremendous job in keeping the place looking sparkling 3 years later. And I mean, what other departments or what other team members really kind of step up to help make the experience exceptional?
Yeah, I think the housekeeping, service, maintenance obviously are a huge team that really help make it home, and that's another thing that really strikes you when you first start to work in this type of environment, is that you're working in someone's home, and they're here 24/7. You come and go, but they don't punch out at night, so they're here, and you're wanting to then make their living arrangement look as pleasant as possible, be as comfortable as possible, make them have a sense of safety, security when they're here. And so all of that goes into what those teams do, really executing at a very, very high level. Our care staff that works with our assisted living residents are some of the best I've worked with, and especially coming through what we've been through the last 2-3 years, to know that the folks that are still here are the ones that largely worked through with this community through the darkest days of going through COVID and so forth. They're here for the right reasons. They're not here for reasons other than centrally wanting to make sure that residents are cared for, that they're cared for to the best of their ability. They work well together because they've been through adversity, so they know how to work together as a team. And that extends even beyond care, but obviously in the housekeeping, maintenance, dining services, and so forth. But it's a great group, really great group.